I'm good.
D-Rob comes across a little pattern, but you kind of let up a little bit, but then you're okay, mate?
No. I'm stepping out on the field, looking to give my all every play. D-Rob, he used to be on our team. Me and him pretty good friends, but once we get in between those lines, it's time for me to do what I do best.
Chris, how much did you guys get challenged by Arkansas? I know that front was so dominant. Is there a lot going on downfield that you weren't paying attention to because the quarterback was getting chased?
Yeah, it was a challenge. A lot of the receivers were running pretty good routes and things like that. But we prepared a lot for the kind of offense that they run. They got a great offensive coordinator, very mobile quarterback with a big deep threat arm. Pretty good receivers. 16 was pretty good. We knew we was gonna have to key on him if we was gonna be able to win the game and things like that. So it took a lot of preparation and things like that. It was definitely a lot more going on in the back end than y'all probably saw just because of the front end doing their job. But it's a bunch of moving pieces back there, and everything got to be perfect for us to be able to execute.
Chris, I'm not sure how much you've dived into Auburn film yet, but what have you seen from D-Rob this year that may be different than what he was in the past?
D-Rob, he's always been a great player, a great receiver, been a guy that could take the short ball and take it a far away, catch deep balls and things like that. Very good receiver, very mobile, and that's something we're gonna have to key on during this week. We know he's a great receiver just based off him being on our team and things like that. So we know him pretty well, and we know we're gonna have to key on him if we're gonna be able to win this game.
How hard is it to cover back there when you have a guy that can scramble like Nick does in terms of, pick a play might be over or something?
Yeah, Nix makes a bunch of amazing plays back there. He just got that it factor about him, and he's able to get away from all the D linemen and make plays down the field. It's pretty hard, but I figure that the emphasis for us this week is going to be able to plaster down the field. When that quarterback gets to running, we can't focus on him. We got to focus on those receivers because, while he's scrambling, he's looking downfield, looking for receivers to throw the ball to, and we got to be there to cover him because if we come off, he'll make you pay. So, yes, sir.
Contrast this Auburn game for you versus where you were a year ago going into this game. How much were you playing? What minutes were you on? And just how far you're coming?
Oh yeah, this is pretty kind of the same kind of week for me because, like I said, last year going into Auburn, there was an injury into our secondary, and I was pretty much getting first team reps that whole week and things like that. So I was very, very well prepared. A lot more special teams than I am now, but I am still on special teams now, and I'm still honing in on that aspect of my game and things like that. But like I said, I got a lot more experience coming to this game and a lot more confidence just having many more games under my belt than I did during last year this time, and I hope it can help me out.
Maybe no extra motivation is needed for a rivalry game, but for an offense preparing to play you guys right now, that shutout,
Yes, sir.
there's extra motivation kind of being in your armor to
Uh,
show that you guys can do.
well, yeah, every team we play, we figure that we're gonna get their best, and they're gonna get our best day in and day out. So it's extra motivation for them, extra motivation for us, because every game during the season is a playoff game, and we both want to win this game very badly. And we know that's a rivalry that's important to our fan base and us and our coaches, and we want to go out there and get a W.
Chris, what about the way you guys are, as far as the discipline goes, as far as where you guys are playing defensively, kind of getting confidence that you can be successful in defending Bo Nix?
Yeah. Well, we gonna get in today. We gonna prepare our game plan for the week on Bo Nix and their Auburn offense. They got a lot of great players, as we know from playing them last year, and not any different from any other team we're gonna play this year. So we gonna get go in today, hone in on the game plan, get it started, and continue to build throughout the week. I know our coaches are gonna put us in a good position. All the players are locked in and ready to go. Like I said, we're going to go to the doctor today on last week, fix everything that we messed up on last week, and, we're going to get prepared for this Auburn offense.
The game there at the Auburn?
Oh, yeah. I caught a good amount of it, and that's what I'm saying. I've seen a lot of those great plays that Bo Nix made, and, that's the thing that probably we're going to get into today. Yeah.
Question for you. Coach baseball, different sport, but when we're playing a team we're beating, you almost kind of go, hey, what do you need to work on to get better? Don't just be happy with winning and not
Yeah.
get better. You guys go through that. You guys respond to the lead. What do you work on?
Yeah.
The rest of the game you get better for.
That's pretty much our whole memo. That's like all we go through. I mean, even during the game, our coaches we didn't have any turnovers this game. So all the way up until the very end, we kept talking to the defensive players, coaches putting it in our hand that hey, we need to get a turnover today. We're trying our best to be elite at every game and we weren't able to do that, and that's just how the game went. But we always focus on improving. That's just like our whole mantra. And that's how we're able to do the things that we do.
Chris, it was Auburn last year that Richard got tossed for ejected for targeting. Right?
Yeah.
How much do you think that experience plus what you gained late in the season with him out, and that has kind of helped you jumpstart into this year?
Yeah, I mean, it was very, very important, and I never realized the importance of getting experience in games till I was actually into one. And, growing throughout those 5 games that I got last year really, really helped me for this season. I'm appreciative for it.
Chris, the defense obviously gets a lot of love, and obviously so offensively this weekend, the offensive line able to get a lot of push on the ball well. Can you kind of see that they were kind of the pieces to that play ball mentality, the swagger that y'all have defensively?
Yeah. Like I said, I see that every day. So that's definitely what's expected of them, and they went out and executed like they should.
Chris, what's Dan Jackson like in the deep here, and what's he like playing with him?
Dan is like one of the most humble guys I ever met, and he goes out there and he works hard every day. He doesn't take a day off, and that's something that I really respect about Dan. He hones in on his craft both on and off the field. He's a very great guy, amazing person, and we became great friends very quick. He's gelled very well with us.
How much more prepared would you say you were, I guess going back to that whole contrast of a year ago? Physically now versus then, and also just from an experience standpoint now versus then?
Yeah, like I said, I think the most important thing was my experience. Of course, you're going to get better physically every year, but that experience was the most important thing for me. I didn't really have that last year in the Auburn game, so that's really going to come in clutch for me this year. My communication skills are a lot better this year, and that's going to help us out a lot.
I guess physically, I want to get back. I think you mentioned in the spring, but how much weight did you put on? You just look a lot bigger than your body.
Yeah. I put on about 10 pounds. I'm fluctuating around there right now. And, our strength staff does a good job of keeping that weight on us and keeping us strong during the season. So it helps us stay physical in games and be able to make plays on the defensive end of the ball.
Chris, how's it going playing with Payne Walker? I'll comment off that Dan Jackson comments.
Yeah. Well, Payne is, he's also one of those very humble guys. He gives me a lot of trouble on punt return in practice. I'm trying to hone in on the dog position and things like that. And the Payne's give me a great look. So during the game, I'm well prepared. Yes, sir.
Chris, just following up on Dan Jackson, I think Kirby said you went from 12 to 6 on the depth chart. That's also just all you guys left.
Yeah.
How have you seen him, I guess, seize that opportunity, for lack of a better word, kind of work his way into the rotation?
Yeah, like I said, man, Dan's a very humble guy. He's a very, very hard worker. And everything that he's done to be able to put himself in this position, I'm very, very proud of him. He's only going to continue to go up. Dan's a great player, and he's going to be a great player for this university for a long time.
What is your favorite Dan Jackson story?
Oh, I need to think of one. I mean, it's plenty stories, but just all the great plays that he makes in practice that you guys don't see. Obviously y'all were able to see him get a block punt in the game today, but I seen Dan, and I'm right behind him on punt block return. I seen him do that 50 times throughout the week. Work that thing, and it's great to see him his work pay off. And it's going to continue to pay off because he's so humble and he's a hardworking guy.
Just talking about that punt block, sort of take me through the X's and O's of that play. How did that work, and was it, specifically drawn up for Dan to be the guy that
Yeah, well, it was specifically drawn up for our position, and it's just a certain way that our special team coordinators drew it up. They felt like the blitz could work throughout the week. We have been working this since Monday, and it came through in the clutch. It worked pretty well. And, I seen those guys do that constantly. Like I said, I seen it happen about probably 50 times before we were able to do it, and just see them go out there and execute. It was amazing. And then once I figured out it was Dan, I just went even more crazy because
it was specifically designed for Dan to be the guy that broke through.
Yeah. Because he comes second level blitzer and things like that. It was specifically designed for him to make the play, and he did. Yeah.
Did you come up on Bigsby at all last year, and what makes him different as a running back? I know you play a lot of great backs every week, but Tank looks like a guy that can be special.
Yeah. He's a very special player. I know he put my high school out, Hateville Charter, the year after I left out of the playoffs, basically by himself. He does a very good job running the ball and things like that. I think I had probably one tackle on him last year and things like that. But I didn't really get to see him too much. But like I said, we all know he's a great player. He can run the ball very good, very special player, and he's another one of those guys that we're going to have to hone in on if we want to win this game.
Chris, I feel like every Monday we kind of heard this theme of going to the doctor. Where did that come from? Who kind of came up with that idea?
Yeah, well, I hear it most. I mean, I'm not sure who it specifically came from, but I hear it most from Coach Lanning. You know, every Monday, like he say, what we gonna do? Everybody say, you know, we gonna go to the doctor, and it's all about fixing the things, like I said, that y'all don't see. You know, y'all see the guts and the glory on Saturday and things like that, but it's many things that we mess up on, and you know, we focusing on proving that, and that's the only way that we continue to stay good and I'm gonna go where we're gonna go if we want to throughout the season. Yeah.
Chris, Kirby was talking downstairs about the defense maybe not having a superstar. Maybe the definition of superstar is kind of depends on who's saying it.
Yeah.
Is there something to this defense's strength being that there's not like 1, 2, 3 guys that are depending on every game and if that guy's not off, it's spread out?
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, like everybody is committed to doing their job. You know, one of the things for this week during Arkansas was role commitment. And you know, the way our defenses work, everybody has to be in the right place at the right time for us to be able to make plays. And like I said, we might not have a specific superstar, but you know, we got a bunch of great players that are willing to do their job at maximum level, and you know, it's going to pay off. It's a lot of guys that sacrifice during certain games for other guys to make plays, and you know, it's all about that selflessness, you know, and that's a part of the connection that we built throughout the whole season and preseason.
It doesn't seem like, I mean, you know, it's not like you're expecting, it's not like there's a Chase Young where every week he's going to have a big game.
Yeah.
So, you know, like when DeAndre Baker's here, like there's that quarter, the other offense has to game plan around this.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And I think that's just a testament to all the work that we put in throughout the season. And, you know, those 4 pillars that we created during the offseason, you know, it's a part of our connection and things like that. And we took a long time building that, and it's paying off.
Okay, that's all the time we have for today. Thank y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
Who's your shoe guy, John?
Oh, and I think I got these off of, I think I got these off of